What is up, everybody? Welcome to my crypto trading journal, where I will be documenting my trades and my progression as a trader on this channel. I'll have the sole focus on cryptocurrencies. I got started in around mid 2017, and I did not have any information or any knowledge about the markets or technical analysis or pattern breaks or what have you prior to this. But I have developed an interest for it and have been studying, reading all about technical analysis for a while now, and I want to kind of put it to the test and put it out there for you guys to see the process of becoming a trader of some sorts. But yeah, today I'm going to have a quick look at Bitcoin and what it's doing, and then we're going to have another coin. I'm going to show one that I'm currently interested in looking to trade. So let's get started with that. So over here you guys can see real quick, simple lines, nothing fancy. I don't think there's a need for anything fancy here. Pretty self-explanatory. But let's look at it. So over here we have Bitcoin. We came from $20,000 and now we're at a really cheap $4,000. I think we're closing in on the bottom, but I don't think we're there just yet. I think there's just a little bit more room here for Bitcoin to go down to about 2,950 or something like that. And if we happen to break this floor, I wouldn't be surprised to see another 30%, 1800s. Although I think that's unlikely. It's good to be prepared for the worst. People are going crazy about Bitcoin, and I'm seeing a lot of positive news about Bitcoin heading to 3.9. It's not like we haven't been there before, and we've seen how this has played out. Like, the highest it went to, I don't like when it does that. The highest it went to right here was 4.5, right? And look what happened next. Oh, we went back down. That's just how the markets go. And this is what I think will be happening over the next couple of months. It's just going to be doing this, right? Something like this. Not exactly, but something along the lines of pinging-ponging between these two areas, right? This is kind of, I see this as good news, because when Bitcoin doesn't go parabolic one way or the other, or have massive drops like this one right here, the altcoins tend to pop off, right? The altcoins tend to go on runs of 80, 50, even 400% moves, and this gives us opportunity to kind of collect more satoshis, which is the end goal, right? We all want to have more Bitcoins. So with that being said, let's go on to my other coin. So here we have gas, the altcoin I was mentioning earlier that I was interested in, right? It had a run up over the weekend, a really big, I think 90-ish%, yeah, 91% if you got it all from, actually even more than that if you got it from the bottom, about 101%. But you know what, we're not perfect people, and I was in this trade for the most of it. I did take some profit around the 618 area on here. And yeah, I did that because I thought that I was happy with that profit, right? You have to be asking yourself, where are you happy enough to take profit where you won't feel like you're missing out? Because that's the trick. You don't want to have that FOMO that most people experience. Otherwise, you put yourself in situations that end up screwing you over in the long term. However, I didn't take out all of my gas at this stage. I thought it had more room to run. There are key areas on these retracements that I watch out for. The 50 is one of them, the 618 is the other one, and the 786 is the biggest one. I did sell half of what I had around the 618, and I'm looking to reload up once it maybe touches this trend line, because the room for risk to reward is pretty good. I usually go for 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. And this one is, let's see how much percentage it is to the 786 that I have in my mind. 113%. That's a pretty good trade-off, right? We can't only be looking at one side, though. We got to look at the downside. The downside, let's see how much we are risking. So if you get it off the trend line, or if you pick it up from where it is now, you're risking about 12% from the trend line. But if it goes lower than that, that's 24% from the bottom, and it might just bounce back. Can you handle that type of price action is what you have to ask yourself before getting into these trades. If it goes lower than this, which is possible because anything can happen in these markets, you have to ask yourself again, like, what happened in the past, right? Let's look at what happened here, because this is kind of reminiscent of what happened over here as well. We have the same run up, almost identical actually, but it gives it all back, touches the trend line, breaks the trend line, and ends up going lower. Over here, what do we have? Same run up, down, and it hasn't touched the trend line yet, but I'm assuming it will. And is it gonna hold? It's been holding for the past, let's see, it's been holding for the past 71 days. We've got solid uptrend going on, albeit slow, but we've got something there. Overall, I think this trade is worth looking into. So I do have my eyes on it and looking for an entry somewhere down here to ride all the way up to either the 618 or the 786. And like I said, you need to have a strategy for where you want to take profit. You can't just ride this train and not know where you're going, because it's going to stop at some point, and you want to be able to be ahead of that. Well, I think that is it for the video, guys. I wanted to keep it short. My view on this is that we still have some room to go. We still have some targets to get up here. We only touched the 50. We still have the 786. Of course, it doesn't have to get that, but odds are, you know, probability says that I think we can get up there. Maybe higher even after we get up here, but we'll have to wait for retracements, because we don't want to get in on the green, because that's how you lose money. We want to get on the red days when people are scared. If you guys have any questions about the video or any feedback, just leave them in the comments down below, and I will make sure to read them and incorporate them if they are worth incorporating. But other than that, I want to keep this short, so I'll see you guys on the next video, and I will be updating this video if it goes against us or does end up doing this move, to just kind of showcase the process. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.